Okay, traders. Yes, so welcome to a quick market outlook on gold. So this is Gold Spot, and it is an analysis for the coming week, and this will be from the 1st of June to the 5th of June. So it's just the first analysis for the month of June, and actually this analysis is just a technical analysis, so make sure that you consider the fundamental and maybe sentimental analysis when you want to take your trading decisions. So on a technical part, in this analysis I'll be pointing out the levels of support and resistance. I'll be pointing out the candles and the candlestick patterns, and as you see in my chart, I've got the wave count. So under confluence of all these factors, I am able to provide a probable direction on gold in the coming week. So actually it is exactly continuation of the previous week analysis. So we'll see most of things has remained the same this week, and in most cases this week, this analysis is going to be like more specific with those additions from the previous week analysis. So now looking on monthly time frame, now everything remains almost the same, but slightly price pushed below. We see some sellers were pushing price now this week beyond where price was left now in the previous week. So buyers came in, pushed to the upside, so the monthly candlestick still closes in a sort of indecision, because we see almost buyers and sellers are battling at this level, and it is the same thing like what happened in the previous month. So maybe the June candle is going to do some differences based on what is exactly happening here, but looking more specifically, you can identify that price is forming the new lows. If you see the lower lows here, and also we see the lower highs, so slightly price is pushing to the downside. So if you look on lower time frames, we'll clearly understand what is going on here. Then on weekly time frame, what is going on? Okay, so weekly time frame is beautiful because we see like things are looking even much better this week. We see sellers strongly, but price failed to maintain below 4,500, and this was the several weeks back price to whether close below above 4,500. So as I said, now anything above 4,500 is anything below will be a sell. So this week we were expecting to remain below, but until the closing of the weekly candle, buyers were strongly and pushed the price to the upside. This suggests a possibility of price continuation to the upside. And now we see it has been several months back, so since around March, price has been trading in a sort of a range, and we have these key levels, the resistance and the support. So at any point when price goes below or above these levels is when we can see now an actual price trend. Okay, so then let us see what's happening on daily time frame. So daily time frame is very clear now. We see like the last 2 days of the week are the one which made differences, pushing price to the upside. And as it was highlighted in the previous analysis, if you have not watched, please go and watch. We've spoken about these two levels of support and resistance, and actually price has played very well. Unfortunately, it has closed within those two levels, so we still remain with the same decision like what we were expecting this week. Like whenever price go and close out of these two levels is where we will maintain that particular direction. So since price tried to close below, but it failed, and also to the upside, but it failed as well, so we still expected to see price closing in either of these two directions. But as we have seen in higher time frames, actually we are mostly looking or expecting for price to close to the upside, and this correlates with looking on this push. So we are expecting this push to that is a correction. So actually here it was just a completion of the required depth of correction, and actually looking back here, you can see this level has been crossed several times in the past. Several times price has been moving strongly to the upside. Comes to this, we had a push to the upside. When it came here, another push to the upside, again here push to the upside. So even here we expect almost the same thing may happen. Price may bounce to the upside strongly and create a certain sort of impulsive move to the upside. And okay, now going to the final time frame. Now let us see what is happening on 4-hour time frame. Okay, so 4-hour time frame actually is very clear, is very nice, and the one that will provide us with the possible entry levels for taking trades now in the coming week. So we have this level of resistance. This is the immediate one. So now even on daily time frame we have almost the same type of resistance, but this one is more specific and it will be guiding us more closely with the possible buy opportunities. Okay, so looking on what is happening here, as we have seen on daily time frame, our price tried to move below, but it bounced at this region, and even the previous analysis highlighted a possibility of having buys from this region. If not this, we had the final one below here, so this one respected very well. And now looking on what is exactly happening after this region, we see the buying momentum increased. So in this way we may expect now from here, currently buyers may take control of the price direction. And okay, now what is happening here, we can see this level as it was identified in the previous week analysis. It has maintained price below it, so any break above this region may suggest a possibility of a stronger push to the upside. So now with these other consideration from higher time frames, how are you exactly going to trade in the coming week? So in most cases, on opening of the market, we expect this push has already completed the first leg of an impulsive move to the upside. So you'll be watching for the possible slight push to the downside, and in most cases up to this region around 4,450. So around this region is where we may expect those sellers are going to end up there. And then from here, whenever price form buy confirmations, we can buy with the stop losses around this slow here. So you can take buys at any point when we see buy opportunities at this region. And now the first take profits now should be around this region, because we have seen price has been rejected here several times, so it may hold below this region. So take profits here for the first targets, and also will be having the second targets at the level around 4,640, around 46 here. If this level breaks, so finally we'll conclude that gold is up and will be holding with the buys for a long term. So that is the game plan for next week. Do your own analysis and watch analysis from other traders, so that at least you get confidence on the probable direction on gold in the coming weekend. If it is just your first time, share this video to someone else you think it is going to be useful, and like. And if you have any addition, you can write in the comment sections, then we'll discuss further to see now how the things can provide some important things to this analysis. So thank you and have a powerful weekend.